Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with almighty E5. I love this vehicle with all my heart. I think it is one beautiful, magnificent mother trucker, and we will try to make it work today. Today, typical daily dose of skill, 3 games. Let's hope for the best, and let's try to make this tank work. So, oh, yoptararai. Okay, looking into all of this, I do not necessarily like how many forces do we have here, but we'll see. We will see. So what is E5? E5, in my opinion, it is very, very nice heavy tank, although it's not the most beginner heavy tank to play with. The main reason why am I saying so is because E5 has a humongous cupola. And this cupola can slap very, very, very hard and very, very much. What do you mean skill slap? What do you mean slap? I mean it can be quite annoying, that's what I'm saying, right? Because people obviously will try to target it and it is your weak spot. Overall, as a tank, E5 is very, very nice. The biggest highlight of this vehicle, at least in my humble opinion, is the gun, fellas. And the gun of this tank is real nice. I mean, you can do many bad things for the enemies. You can try to snapshot. You can load those beautiful 340 millimeters penetration hits, and you can actually shred enemies pretty well. So, all in all, I would say E5 is kind of a tank for a better player in World of Tanks, right? Or for significantly more experienced player. And I can tell you from my side, I personally love this tank. I think it is one beautiful, magnificent mother trucker. And in the same time, I hear that a lot of people are appreciating this vehicle as well. Even though, you know, that cupola can mess you up quite a bit. Okay, we have our start. I cannot really complain how the things are looking like. And I think we are digging to our hits at this point. Skill, what we are doing, we are digging to our hits. Now, E75 is extremely powerful tank, but whenever we are going with E5 and whenever we are loading the hits ourselves, we just do not really care. We can slap him for days, honestly. And in fact, I think I am going to be very, very greedy here. Oh, okay. I just changed my mind. I was considering to make a hardcore pressure like this, but I figured out it's not going to be the right way and it's not going to be the right play either. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we missed a very important shot here, but that's okay. We are going to eliminate him from the game nevertheless. Beautiful. I mean, you can say whatever you want, the E5 looks very good here. Yeah, sure, in this map, our mission is to play hold down and to punish enemies whenever they are making silly goose decisions, and it definitely works at this point, you know? We cannot say we are sitting in very, very bad situation by any shape or any form. I know what I want to do. I want to relocate from here. Or do I? Let's see. Yeah, I think I am just going for this object. I mean, I can eliminate E75 first, and after that we can go for this object. That's also alright. Look, we are just searching for the opportunities to slap enemies every single time whenever they are doing something silly, and this is very, very good. By the way, I truly want to highlight that I trust this gun. The gun of this tank is as good as you can get in the tier 10 heavy category. I would compare it with a Super Conqueror gun. I truly would, fellas. This is very, very nice. And plus on top of that, those 340 hits, yum. That's super duper hyper turbo nice. Meanwhile, unfortunately, Convoy slapped our ammo rack, which is a bit disappointing, but that's okay. We are going to be fine. I mean, Convoy ammo racking us, he pretty much destroyed a bit our DPM, right? But we are not dead, we are going to be still fine. It's just a bit inconvenient, to say that the least. And we need to slow down with our attack as well. Meanwhile, we are taking our time to aim for cupola. Unfortunately, I am missing, but that's okay. And all we need to do now in this situation is to lurk around the shadows, fellas. That's all we are trying to do. I mean, there is a pixel over there. Can we hit it? Unfortunately, we can't. And that is a bit of the painful situation, but that's okay. Convoy is running away. Listen, I think I know what we are going to do in this situation. In this situation, we are going to go straight forward over there, and we will try to say hello for the medium tank. Soon we are going to get a... Ooh. Okay, I changed my mind a bit. All I want to do, I want to eliminate this TVP at this point. We are going to have our ammo rack back, so our DPM is back as well. So all we need to do, we need to slap, 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 slap. And that's all we need to do. Also, I would expect tiny touch better gun handling in this situation as well. Not gonna lie. Oh, beautiful. Listen, we are sitting very, very well here. We are just crafting a good angle to punish this 140. That's a tracking hit. Very, very good. Do I care that I'm getting farmed by another 140? To be completely honest with you, not really. I am feeling kind of alright. And I was trying to get as much assisting damage as I physically and possibly could here, but that was a bit of the issue and a bit of the problem as well. We can hit those long-range shots without bigger problems whatsoever, fellas. We truly can. But you know, some things are depending on them. Luck on their RNG, overall on the game, and obviously of the aim, you know? But we would never miss aim. Stop it, fellas. Okay, so the first game is done. I am feeling satisfied. Well, apart that ammo rack. That ammo rack situation was kind of kaku, and there is not much what we can change about this, right? Sometimes we just need to accept our responsibility, and sometimes we need to say, okay, fine, I get it. It's not meant to be. And overall, this map is very, very nice for the tanks who can play hull down, right? And E5 is definitely one of those vehicles. Okay, let's teleport into the scoreboard because we are not going to reach this gentleman. There is no chance. Let's do this. And we are back. Not a bad game by any shape or any form. Look at this. 5,900 damage, 1,000 assisting damage, solid first class, steel wall, high caliber, overall first by experience, first by the damage. And we got quite a bit of the profits, although most of those profits are coming from completing the mission. But hey, I'm not complaining. Let's keep it up. Okay, guys. This is where we will need to make a decision what do we want to do, because both sides are playable and both sides could work pretty well. And I am going towards the heavy line, I think. Heavy line is kind of the right way to do the things. Listen, there is a very, very nice position over there. There is a bush there, and we can slap someone who is playing around this area. And looking into the enemy setup, I think we are going to fight against the big boys as a Mr. Mouse, as a IS-4, 60 TP. So that means we will need to shoot quite a bit of the gold ammunition as well. At least that's what I want to believe. So let's see. Can we farm them? Can we farm them? This is the question. And once again, there is plenty of them ways how you can play this map and this situation with pretty much any heavy tank. You can lurk around the shadows. Here you can be more passive. Here you can lurk around this area. You can go to this side. You can try to make a bit of pressure like this, although I find this kind of play kind of hard and kind of complicated, to say that the least, right? And you can slap the Mr. Mouse. Mouse, whenever you are loading gold, he has no armor whatsoever. No, but skill, what do you mean no armor? It is Mouse. Yeah, I know. I know, fellas. I know. Mouse and no armor. Who could have expected that? Okay. This is the position from where we can try to slap this object and Super Conqueror, right? This is what we can do. Since he is showing his lower plate, I mean, I just simply cannot refuse to slap him once or twice. Let's try to eliminate this Mr. Super Conqueror as well, since he is allowing us and since he is giving us a very, very nice angle. The Mr. Dildo is looking towards us as well, and this is not a bad thing whatsoever, because he has a bloody magnet on his turret, which is definitely not what you are looking for from the heavy tank, right? In other words, what I'm trying to say it's kind of easy to hit the Dildo weak spots, even though they are very, very, very tiny overall, where the size goes. Meanwhile, I'm sitting kind of comfy here, not gonna lie, fellas. I am enjoying my experience and I'm enjoying my game. And all I need to do, I need to fight against the dildo in this certain situation. Actually, you know what? Mr. Mouse, how are you doing? Are you enjoying yourself? Apparently you do. Hi there. Yeah, I know. Mouse in the end of the 2023. I am so sorry, my man. You need to go through this. I am so sorry. And this is why Mouse is, by the way, rated average tank and not better than this, even though Mouse can definitely work in many situations. But against the tier 10s, and let's get real, there is plenty of the situations whenever tier 10s are just simply going to load the gold. Yeah, this is going to be kind of yikes. Definitely not the best situation. By the way, if you are wondering how am I using the armor of this vehicle, I am usually raising the gun in the air, and by raising the gun in the air, fellas, I am just simply trying to block the shots for my cupola, right? For obvious reasons, right? There is nothing extraordinary and there is nothing super special about that, but this is the strategy and it works just fine. Nice, we are going to survive this. I do not really feel that bad, to be completely honest with you. And now we are going to show the dominance for Mr. Dildo, although I hope this guy won't eliminate us from the game. I am just trying to make some kind of angle. That's okay. I think we are going to survive. We should send him back in the garage. Excellent. And now we are just farming as much as we physically and possibly can. Not gonna lie, fellas, enemies are making a hardcore pressure here. But I truly mean it, you know? They are going in like there is no tomorrow and they are trying to slap us every and each time. I was sitting alright, to be completely honest with you, yes. I do not really think we are feeling that bad here. But still, you are down to one-shotable. Your team is losing by 6,000 hit points. Pretty much both of the sides, you are getting slaughtered in both of the sides. How dare you to say you are not feeling that bad? Fellas, I'm looking into overall general situation, right? How I played the game, what kind of decisions I made, how well I aimed, and some games are not winnable. There is nothing what you can do about this. You can cry, you can complain, you can scream, but you cannot win every and each game, right? And if you cannot win the game, there is no need to cry about this. At least this is how am I looking into this situation, if you know what I mean. Okay, where is the 60 TP? Listen, I have a feeling that 60 TP is going to make pressure like this in a moment. This is what I'm thinking. In fact, I'm even going to load the standard ammunition. Yep, we caught him. Unfortunately, we missed the shot, which is unfortunate, but let it be. Now we should be able to eliminate this guy sideways. Excellent. This is exactly what I'm looking for, and this is exactly what I want to see. And in this situation, I am just hoping to survive a little bit longer, fellas. Maybe one more extra shot would be very much appreciated. And 60 TP is just going for us. And unfortunately, he had high explosives loaded, so my armor doesn't really matter. That's okay, that's fair enough. So yeah, games like this are happening, fellas. Can you do something about it? Nah, to be completely honest with you, whenever you are losing the game 4-15, you just need to accept your responsibility and you need to say, fine, fair enough, better luck next time. It doesn't matter what tank I would play, 279E, Mouse, E100 or 60 TP, the situation would be still the same. Enemy team was simply better, although I truly enjoyed slapping that Mouse. Meanwhile, looking into the score, 3,800 damage, 700 assisting damage. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage. Once again, not the game I'm going to cry about. And we lost 50,000 profits because we spammed quite a bit of the gold, although once again we are dealing against the super heavy tanks over there. Not a big surprise, let's go for a third one. Okay, fellas, so what do we have? Fjords and standard battle. Let's see what we can do and how we can play this game properly. Enemies doesn't really have very armored heavy tanks, to be honest with you, right? 50B is not really a heavy tank, FV is not really a heavy tank, Q-Lin is more likely a medium than a heavy tank as well. That being said, I think they have kind of weak heavy line, but in the same time we are having a losing spawn, at least in my humble opinion. That being said, this is going to be a bit of the painful situation to deal with this game, but you know what, we are not going to cry, we are not going to complain, and we will try to punish enemies going in. And oh boy, going in they will. Okay, I see how it goes. I see how it goes. Look, we are going to have like tank destroyers playing there, but once again, can they stop us? This is the question. And in the same time, I'm curious where one of the Jackpizdas are sitting in. This is the question. Do I care about this? This is the other question as well. Let me think what to do in this game. I kind of want to push through the middle over there. Not gonna lie, fellas. I kind of want to push through the middle, which is probably not the best choice. But I really want to do that. We have this side secured, in my opinion. Oh, Mr. Super Conqueror, how are you doing this fine day? How are you doing this fine day? Okay, Leo is sniping from the back over there. T62, my man. Okay, looks like we have team full of baboons. That is the best team ever, fellas. You know that and I know that. Now, how to make pressure for the enemy team and how not to get slaughtered? This is the question. I'm not entirely sure how to play this game. It is actually very complicated. Maybe I needed to go into the heavy line and to say hello for almighty Bobject and almighty Jackpizda, but once again, I made the decisions already. There is nothing to say about this. Okay. How are you doing this fine day? Good, very nice. Okay, we need to figure out how to make pressure. I really do not want to take one from the Jackpizda. Luckily, this guy just fired and now we are leading the charge. Or skill, maybe you are using Minotauro to lead the charge. Maybe, fellas, who knows? Maybe. Meanwhile, Arta auto-aim on the full move. Boom. Arta took one for the team. Unfortunately, not from us. We figured out that almighty Jackpizda is sniping from somewhere over there. I do not really care about that. And now we found the hardest heavy tank to play. And I'm not saying that he's going to have a great time. In fact, I believe he's going to have a very bad time over there. In fact, I do not even... Ooh, okay, he has quite a bit of the support. Not a big deal. I think we should be able to slap him anyways. Double Leopard over there, and I cannot shit my pants in this kind of situation. I want to help. Yeah! Yeah! Beautiful. Let's try to run. Let's try to keep making pressure here, fellas. Yeah, that's World of Tanks. I mean, you see, I actually love it that some players are playing the game for enjoyment, you know, not for only... If I do not have 4000 DPG, this is absolutely a garbage game, garbage situation, garbage performance, nachren, everything is bad. Look at the Leo, look at the Super Conqueror, they are having a great time, they're enjoying themselves, and this is very important part of gaming as well, you know? Because if you are going to hate yourself every single time whenever the situation doesn't go your way, that is a shitty place to be, fellas. I can tell you that. That is a shitty place to be, just saying. Meanwhile, can we say hello for this mother trucker over there? I am pretty sure we can. This Arta is trying to beat the living crap out of me, and I have a feeling that he is going to get me, and there is not much what I can change about that. Maybe I can try to go a bit back. Beautiful. I'm still alive, fellas. I'm still alive, and T110E5 comes with a beautiful, beautiful dance as well. Fellas, that's what I call a good experience in the world of tanks, okay? That's what I call a good experience in the world of tanks. What we are missing for a full happiness is drowning Arta. If enemy Arta is going to drown, then it is completely fine, and then we have completed world of tanks for sure. Let's see. Do we have a good enough angle to slap him? You know what? Whee! Into the water I go, together with Arta. Yeah, I'm telling you, fellas, this is the ideal situation of the world of tanks. I'm telling you. Arta was slapping us all the game, and in the end of the battle, he went to drown himself because he figured out he is not going to make another mag, or I suppose to say load another mag. Oi, 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 world of tanks, fellas. Anyways, what do we have? 3,500 damage, 1,700 assisting damage. I'm feeling happy with my performance, although I could have done a bit more damage, to be fair with you. But I appreciate the dance, and it was better than 7,000 damage, honestly. Anyways, we are first by experience, we are third by the damage. We made a bit of the profits because in this game we did not really need to spam the full gold by any shape or any form, and we have a very, very nice session with E5. So looking into all of this, fellas, while laughing, while having a great time, we managed to craft 4,400 damage and 1,100 assisting damage. I think it was very, very successful session overall, and I think E5 worked extremely, extremely, extremely well for us. Truly. I think it is a good tank. Only one problem for most of the players is this cupola. But keep this in mind, fellas. You can block your cupola with a gun, you know, depending on the angle how enemies are looking like. But what you want to do, you want to hide cupola just like so. And if the distance is bigger, you still can hide the part of the cupola for obvious reasons. Other than that, fellas, I hope you enjoyed your daily dose of skill, and see you very, very, very soon. In fact, tomorrow. Skill is out for today. Peace.